Coach, your Lumberjacks pulled off an exciting come from behind win last Saturday. What did that game teach you about your team's identity?
I think it just reaffirmed the resiliency of our team. We talk about having a spot the ball mentality, regardless of the last play. We got to have the right mindset for the next one. And our guys showed that throughout.
Speaking of mindset, I've heard from some people that you had planned on going for two the second that last drive started. What was your mindset heading into that final drive of the game?
Yeah, to have the opportunity to end it right there. We had lost momentum really prior to that drive and given up a series of scores on defense. And so I thought, if we have the opportunity here at the end, we're going to go for two and win it there. And hopefully we can do that without giving them much time left to have any, opportunity at the offensive end. And we were able to do that. We put together a really good drive there, chewed up most of that clock. Our guys executed really well, and they know we have the confidence in them to make those plays. And so we told them at the beginning of that series, we're going to go for two to win.
You had been practicing that 2-point play all week. What's it like as a coach watching your players successfully convert on a play that you have been working on?
Certainly a lot of satisfaction with that. Our offensive staff does a great job in design, and one of our young coaches actually helped us design that play to really set it up how it was there. It's a similar play to what we run before, but that exact design was really given to us by one of our young coaches. So that was fun to see as well. He shared his thought. We liked it. We practiced it all week, and then the guys went out and executed it.
Ty Pennington, of course, offensive player of the week this week for the Big Sky, had a career high 366 yards, accounted for 4 total touchdowns for the Jacks. You've been with him his entire career. Where is the ceiling for Ty?
It's really high, and I think he has so much more to go to get there. And he just continues to show his resiliency, his toughness, his competitive nature, and his growth within our offense. He continues to grow, understanding what we want to do. He continues to grow, understanding how defenses want to defend us and what the answers are to go after that. And I think his ceiling's really high.
Looking ahead to your matchup this week, hosting 19th ranked Incarnate Word. Coach, they are averaging 281 yards in the air, only 60 on the ground. What's the key to sort of exploiting their pass game and forcing them to try to run the ball on you?
Anytime that you can make a team one-dimensional on offense, that certainly helps you. But we always try to stop the run first. And I know they'll still try to run the football. They do a good job of spreading it out. They ran the football really successfully against us last year. And so we have to do a better job there of stopping that and working to keep him one-dimensional, put some heat on the quarterback so he doesn't have all day to throw it back there.
What challenges do the Cardinals present defensively for you?
I think size and speed and strength. They're a big defense. They'll be the biggest group that we've seen since we played Arizona State. They run well. They're very physical. And they're really good at doing what they do. They don't present a whole bunch until you get into situational football. And like I said, just very aggressive, and they get to play fast because they know what to do defensively. So we got to have a really good plan, and we got to be able to execute and really match that speed and that physicality.
How do you coach your players to match that speed and physicality?
We have to do it throughout the week, on Tuesday and Wednesday, especially. Those are your more physical days of preparation throughout the week. And so we have to have physical, fast practices throughout the week. And so we've worked really hard to do that every week. And each week we talk about how can we get better at that? What are things we can do to add to that? Obviously we don't go live in practice, but we want it to be physical. And so how do we make the one-on-one or the smaller group drills really match that intensity? And that's what we focused on.
A career best performance from Ty Pennington helped secure the Jacks' comeback and Pennington Offensive Player of the Week honors. Hear from the quarterback next.